Well, okay, so let me just explain what she's talking about. So the husband is azoospermic and has no sperm in the ejaculate. But in 60% of cases, we can find just a few sperm in the testes. And we do that with a delicate microsurgery, and we don't hurt the testes, but we can pick out those few sperm, 60%. In 40%, we can't find any. Now, I was the head of the Human Genome Project for male infertility and the Y chromosome. And so we sequenced it, and I was a clinician. And well, we found the first gene that we knew was responsible for this, for lack of azoospermia. That was the so-called AZF gene, but it was really the DAS gene complex, 4 DAS genes in what's called the AZFC region. AZFB region is different, and if you have a complete wipeout of that region, it's a gigantic area of the Y chromosome. It's called a microdeletion, but it isn't. It's about 8 megabases. It's just enormous. And whereas the AZFC region would be about 250. And so 8 million would be just a huge, gigantic region of the Y. So if that's dropped out, we don't exactly know why, but we find maturation arrest, and we find usually no sperm. But we have every stage of spermatogenesis up to the very last stage of meiosis. Partial AZFB deletions are pretty rare. And so with a partial AZFB lesion, all bets are off, and we might find sperm if it's a partial one. Now, for AZFC deletions, we almost always find sperm. Believe it or not, it is a great prognosticator to have azoospermia with an AZFC deletion. The reason is that's a deletion of 4 DAS genes, and there's a homolog of the DAS gene on chromosome 3 called DASol. And so it's like a backup reserve system so that you're not making that many sperm because you're missing those 4 DAS genes on the Y. But the DASol gene on chromosome 3 gives you a certain tiny amount of spermatogenesis, so we can usually find sperm in those cases. Hope that helps answer your question.